Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to INOCULUM. In 2003, SARS changed the world in less than 6 months. By 2010, Asia has made mask wearing a norm to protect oneself from germs and for our sense of style. At this very moment, more than 72% of Americans wear a mask in public and 30% reported saying it's uncomfortable. Hi, I'm Chanel, and I'm the founder and CEO of INOCULUM. The problem we identified is that consumers are concerned about COVID and post-COVID in terms of what options they have to look fashionable, but also not needing to compromise for quality. After surveying 50 people, we found that most consumers are concerned about the lack of sun protection, the filter, and the mask quality. It's unaesthetic, and it's usually the incorrect fit, which usually leads to very high levels of discomfort. Since masks are going to be the new normal, it should be something that checks all the boxes and make your daily routine more seamless. It's time to join the new normal with INOCULUM. As we adapt to the culture of mask wearing, I'd like to present our Midnight Black UV mask. It's stocked with a layer of UPF 50+, which will block out 98% of UV rays. And as an added bonus, this SPF doesn't wash off. It has a comfortable ear straps, and will ensure proper fit with the amount of tension that might be applied to the back of the ears. An optional ear saver will also be given to help decrease the pressure if you're wearing it for long hours of the day. We've replaced traditional metal nose pieces with a silicone memory foam to ensure the perfect fit with any size of nose bridge so that it can create an airtight seal. It has a thin waterproof layer that prevents fluids going in and out so that it can cut down transmission. We chose an insertable filter slot to increase the reusability for our users, and they can also choose between our custom fit PM 2.5 and 0.3 filters. We plan to offer 5 different sizes so that it will fit a variety of face shapes. As mentioned in the previous slides, it comes fully equipped with everything our consumers are looking for. We have many benefits that stand above the competition to ensure our consumers no longer have to compromise. As of right now, our product is available on our website, inoculum.com. Up next, I have Adrian introducing the business model and top down.
I'm Adrian, and I'm the marketing director. We're a direct sales business. That means all profits and revenue will come from per product sold. We plan to outsource overseas to decrease the factor of production. Our main target is not to compete against the market for hospital masks, or to compromise the features that everyone craves for a mask. We're targeting consumers who want their mask to be customizable, modern, and a convenient form of sun protection. Our target audience are those who purchase online. We want to model our product as an essential good for everyone that only costs $2 per day use. Our product can be found in various online purchasing websites, such as inoculum.com, Amazon, and eBay. We will offer monthly and annual subscriptions. We will be rolling out customizable family plans in the future. We plan to sell our products in physical stores such as your nearby Costco and Walmart. We also plan to expand globally. Moving on to our top-down analysis. The reusable mask industry size holds $5.7 billion in 2020 and will surpass $7 billion in 2027. In 2019, e-retail sales surpassed $4 trillion worldwide. For America, the reusable mask market holds $1.2 billion. We capture 25% of customers who remain in 3 to 5 years. As these customers purchase their reusable masks online, whole 74% will purchase in-store. Majority of our customer base will be millennials and Gen Z. Now Sandra will talk about our bottom-up analysis and our competitions.
I'm Sandra, and the Chief Marketing Officer. As the pandemic continues, more than 85% of the US adults said that they are and probably will continue to wear masks. Our mask helps to protect from the pandemic and also UV rays. 70.8% of the US adults use at least one form of sun protection, which is a 67% increase compared to 2008. Our customer segments are people seeking protection from UV rays, living in heavily polluted areas, and those who want to be careful during the pandemic. Moving on to competition. Compared to our competitors, INOCULUM holds more beneficial features in UV protection, filtration, sizes, and the new modern updated look all-in-one mask. There will no longer be a need to compromise. Now I pass on to Anson for further details in growth strategy and financial.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anson Cito, and I am the Chief Financial Officer for INOCULUM. For our team's growth strategy, we found it a necessity to target and market to the growing population of the youth. This would consist of advertising through social media such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and reaching out and partnering up with influencers to build awareness within the youth community. Along with our high and modern sleek design, and high comfort levels, not only are we targeting those who need masks for protection, but we believe we can also appeal to consumers who want the stylish and multiple benefits that come with the mask. Of course, we don't only want to target the youth community. So regarding the older generation, we wanted the quality of the mask to sell itself. We understood that the older generation tends to have more difficulty breathing through the mask and holds more concerns regarding the comfort levels and use of mask. So we wanted our company to grow to where we can appeal to both the older and younger generations through extensive research. This would take shape as constant product development, customer surveys, and website feedback. Our goal as a company is to build customer loyalty by prioritizing consumer services and holding subscription features that benefit consumers, along with referring friend discounts. In the long term, we wanted to be able to partner up with bigger retail stores or fashion brands to increase access to our mask purchases. With the emerging culture of mask wearing, Inoculum offers benefits such as airborne protection, UV protection, and fashion, while holding on to the mission of offering a product where consumers do not have to compromise. In terms of financials, as Adrian stated earlier, we are an online per product sold store, meaning that a majority of our revenue comes from the online sales of our mask and filters, along with the occasional subscription feature costing $82 a year. We're currently offering one type of filter, which is the 0.3 filter, but in the future, we hope to implement two different type of filter choices. One pack of 0.3 filter, each containing 5, selling for $6 due to its increased quality of protection, and one pack of 2.5 filters, each containing 20 for $11, which is more appealing to those who care a little bit less about protection. A majority of our revenue will go into maintaining inventory levels and will also include an 8% reserve for marketing, as it is an important feature to our company growth. A small portion of cost will go into maintaining our online website and domain, and might even go into the occasional web development as we grow. If we believe that if we can outsource our mask to relatively cheaper cost than our initial $32 a mask that is reusable, we can maintain a decent cash flow. We were relatively conservative regarding our numbers of products sold due to the somewhat saturated mask market, but we believe we can break through with our quality and stylish features. Before we move on, I just want to give a quick breakdown of how our group designed this financial chart. As you guys can see, the top half shows the revenue and the bottom half shows the cost, and under all of that is the profit. As you guys can see next to the year, that is our projected units sold. And if you guys look closely enough at year 2 and 3, we actually dip in sales of filter sales because we estimated that COVID-19 wouldn't be that big of a problem and that consumers would demand less filters, but that is always bound to change. We believe, along with me and my team, we believe that we can solve consumer demands and fulfill market needs.
In summary, here's why Inoculum should be your top choice. We're innovative. Our masks offer a significant amount of benefits that make us stand above and beyond our competition. Our company is adapting to the constant changes in society to ensure our consumers are happy with our product. We hold future potentials, as Asia has shown us that even post-pandemic, consumers are still wearing a mask to protect each other from transmission of sicknesses, allergies, and it's become a fashion statement. We have a big chance for global opportunity. There are 195 countries globally, and all are susceptible to embracing our brand and our company. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Inoculum. And let's move on right away to the 5-minute Q&A session. And the 5-minute timer starts as soon as first judge starts speaking. It's time for you, judges.
Yeah, great job, guys. Really interesting concept. So my question for you is, have you done any primary research to confirm whether millennials or Gen Zs will actually continue to wear masks after the pandemic? Is there any research, or is it just a big assumption at this point?
Yeah, so Sandra went in depth about the increase of consumer usage of masks. And I also wanted to re-emphasize that our mask does hold that trait of skincare. Like the UV protective material was I believe it was sent by the cancer the cancer, right, Chanel? It was the
Skin Cancer Foundation.
Yes, it was the Cancer Foundation that it works. And ultimately, our mask wanted to follow with the skincare because we can see a trend in increase of skincare along with the increase of mask. So we wanted to appeal to both that market. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. So there's no primary research done though.
So to add on, we understand that millennials and Gen Z, the younger generations, are actually caring their skins more than before. And we think this is our trend to promote our product to these young generations.
Great, thank you.
So I have a quick question, guys. Very, very good presentation. What you guys, the problem you guys are solving right now is addressing the current situation that is facing everybody. One question real quick. You talked about sun protection, the UV feature of the mask. Can you elaborate more on that? Because I don't think it was very clear in your presentation.
Yeah, so the basic, like if you wear basic masks such as the situational disposable surgical mask or any of the N95 masks, those masks typically provide 0% UV protection. And what our mask wanted to do was it wanted to implement this, this problem solver along with the use of a mask. We wanted to, meet multiple consumer demands because the material blocks out 95% of UV projections. So it honestly, like, it keeps your skin nice. So does that answer your question?
So what I'm trying to understand is, so what about the other aspect of your face that is not being covered by the mask? Because the mask is just covering just a small portion of your face. So how will the customer protect other parts of the face from the UV damage?
Yeah, so if you look at like our society today, everyone is wearing a mask. The main problem we wanted to address as a company was how can we offer a mask, a product where, it's implemented into the use of a mask. Covering your whole face, that's very uncomfortable for, people to use on a daily basis. So we wanted to meet that consumer need where, they didn't have to worry about that part of the mask.
Okay, so that makes sense. Final question, talking about the subscription model, given how competitive this space is going to be, I'm trying to understand the value of the subscription model to the consumer, given that it can easily just go to the nearby store to get another mask.
Mm-hmm. So our subscription model was, we would offer 4 total replacements, which is tri-monthly. So our base mask cost is $32, but if you sub to our subscription model, you're saving a hefty chunk. And the reason we decided that we could appeal against the saturated market was, again, like I mentioned, the quality aspect and the fashion trend. You see like so many consumers spending so much money on, sneakers, whether it be clothes to look good outside. And I feel like if we can offer that and we can appeal to consumer needs, then that's what puts our competition ahead of everyone.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Quick question, did you say your mask costs $32?
Yes, so the reason it costs $32 is because we estimated that the use could be up to 3 months because we implemented an insertable filter, so that increases the length time of the mask.
Okay. So I think just off the top of my head, that's pretty high, but
yeah. So I want to catch you off. As I mentioned, actually, the total per day use cost is actually $2 per day use because we also calculate the mask and also the filter, which costs per day.
Sure. No, that's fair. I think also the most interesting thing you guys said was that you guys are currently selling these masks. What I would be interested in, if you guys are comfortable with it, is sharing kind of what are your current sales numbers looks like. Have you spoken with any of your customers, et cetera?
We currently have a domain and website for INOCULUM, but we are waiting for a patent. So we are not currently selling the mask.
Okay, that's helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for Team INOCULUM. Thank you for presentation and also Q&A. Thank you. And let's moving on. And judges, you will have 2 to 3 minutes for filling out the score sheet. And the next team, the 5th team, is a party. So could you get ready for the presentation? And Team INOCULUM, could you guys stop sharing your screen for now?